What's up, y'all? This is your boy Eddie Jackson. Welcome back to the Drop That Podcast. Before we get into it with some wrestling talk, it's Road to WrestleMania. So, give a shout out to our sponsor, Laidback TV, okay? Over 10,000 channels, movies on demand, every sports channel, so you can watch UFC 314 this Saturday and WrestleMania 41 next weekend, okay? Check them out on LAYBACKTV.com, compatible on your iPhones, Androids, and your Fire Stick. So go on Apple Store, go on Play Store. You already know what the fuck to do. It's only $25 a month. Pay-per-views, every language, HBOs. Let's go. Now let's get into wrestling talk. Whoa! Yo, look at this shit. We found out what the fucking favor was with CM Punk. The favor, as he walks in to WrestleMania Night 1 main event, triple threat match against your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, and Seth freaking Rollins. The wise man, Paul Heyman, will not be in Roman Reigns' corner. He will be in his best friend, CM Punk's corner. Because that's a promise that Heyman made 12 years ago. And they got footage of it. Holy shit. Okay. I see this really going bad for Punk. And I see this going bad for Roman. But we'll get into that. What else happened on Smackdown? Oh, shit. Rey Fenix, one half of the Lucha Brothers with Penta, makes his debut, his long-awaited debut. I'm not going to lie, that was a 10 out of 10 match. 5 stars, whatever you want to call it. Bravo to Rey. If Penta and Rey Fenix are this good in singles competition, if nobody did their homework about what they did in tag team competition, you better figure it out. Because once they're done in their singles competition, they're gonna dominate the tag team division. Crazy. They're former AEW tag team champions and they're former AEW trios champions. Interesting. So shout out to Rey Fenix. Kevin Owens withdraws from his match at WrestleMania with Randy Orton to reveal he needs neck surgery. I thought this was a rib, if I'm being honest. I didn't think it was a shoot, which would mean real. I thought he was playing us to get into Randy's head. But I don't know. Maybe it's true. Maybe it's not. But if it's true, I hope and wish a successful surgery for Kevin Owens and a speedy recovery. You know, enjoy your recovery, man. Hope it goes well for you. Enjoy your wife, your kids, and everything like that, man. Nothing but healing energy to you, brother. If your last match was Sami Zayn at Elimination Chamber, you guys stole the fucking show, regardless of the heel turn of John Cena. So shout out to you. What went down on Raw? So Seth freaking Rollins and Paul Heyman, they did a little promo. Paul was, expressing his loyalty to your tribal chief Roman Reigns and his best friend CM Punk. But Seth noticed that Paul's a problem. Got to get rid of it. He really was, I don't know. I didn't take it that he was convincing me that Paul was a problem. Paul looks like he's more stressed out than Roman and CM Punk put together. And he threatened to take out Paul Heyman for good. Or at least till after WrestleMania. Punk took the bait. Chased him down. Ended up being curb stomped by Seth freaking Rollins. Seth went for the curb stomp to Paul Heyman and missed on purpose and stated, and I quote, "Now you owe me a favor." This is going to be probably the heist of the night part 2. I don't know. This is really looking bad for Punk and Roman because Rollins really does not have anything to lose on this match. But he has more to gain out of it. I don't know. This is interesting Seth freaking Rollins This is gonna bite the fuck out of Punk and Roman come WrestleMania. But Rhea Ripley and Io Sky and Bianca Belair were called out to the ring by Raw General Manager Adam Pearce to settle this situation. I mean, last week he had the Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley rematch for the Women's World Title. Bianca Belair as referee. Bianca disqualifies both. Okay. He said, fuck it. We're going to make this a triple threat match at WrestleMania, which we all knew what was coming. So, but I really want to say this to Io Sky. I know she ain't probably watching, but probably less cares. She springboarded off the top rope, and drop kicked Rhea Ripley in the back. And this was kind of similar. I say similar, but worse than what Sasha Banks years back did to Paige. Sasha Banks, known as Mercedes Moné in AEW, and Paige, known as Saraya in AEW. And that injured Saraya for many years with spinal injury and rehab and limitations when her return came in AEW. I don't like that. I think Io Sky should not be doing that. She's great in the ring. She do not need to be putting anybody at risk. If this was Rhea's idea, I really think this was a bad idea. Like, I don't think you should do that. That could really be bad for anybody who's, could have spinal injury. So hopefully Io Sky does not do that shit. She's the Women's World Champ. She don't need to do that. But here we go. We got an updated WrestleMania card. We got Io Sky defending the Women's World Championship against Rhea Bloody Ripley, the former champ, and the EST of WWE, Bianca Belair, at WrestleMania 41. I will have my picks. Hold on. I'm not picking that yet. We have an Intercontinental Championship match. It's a fatal four-way match. Braun Breaker defends against Finn Balor, Dirty Dom Mysterio, that's right, 2 Judgment Day members, and the fourth being Penta. So we got Penta, Balor, Mysterio, and Breaker, all in a fatal four-way match for the Intercontinental Championship. I got my pick on that match. I'm not saying it. Moving on. We got Jade Cargill finally going to settle the score with Naomi at WrestleMania 41. I think this was a result because of what happened with Randy Orton and Kevin Owens being canceled. Not saying we I'm not saying we upgraded, but whatever. we dealt with. And LA Knight defends the United States Championship against Jacob Fatu. 2 fan favorite superstars going at it for the U.S. title. I got my pick. But we got LA Knight, Jacob Fatu, U.S. Championship. We got Jade Cargill, Naomi at WrestleMania 41 as well. Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Bianca Belair, Women's World Championship. Braun Breaker, Finn Balor, Dirty Dom Mysterio, and Penta, all for the Intercontinental title in a fatal 4-way match. And just added, Rey Mysterio, Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio, 3-time world champion. And, in my opinion, the greatest of all time in Lucha Libre, the greatest luchador of all time, taking on El Grande Americano. I like it. I think this is going to be a really good match. And it's interesting. So we got Mysterio and Grande Americano, Braun, Finn, Dom, and Penta IC title. Rhea, Io, Bianca, Women's World title. Jade and Naomi, and LA Knight and Jacob Fatu U.S. title, all updated at WrestleMania 41. So we got 5 matches apiece for each night at WrestleMania. Very interesting how this is going to go. But I feel like we should add more. But we still got a week and a half. But technically we got 1 Smackdown left and 1 Raw left to add and promote an extra match at WrestleMania. I think it should be 6 matches apiece. 6 matches night 1, 6 matches night 2, my opinion. Just saying. But That's all we got with Wrestling Talk. I'm your boy Eddie Jackson. So drop that podcast. Road to WrestleMania is going down next weekend. Night 1, night 2, WrestleMania, Las Vegas, Allegiant Stadium. I will see you fucking there. You guys be cool. This is Drop That Podcast. I'm Eddie Jax. Y'all be cool. Be safe. Peace.